Welcome back to the next episode of WaterparkRangers Let's Play Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. In the last episode, we entered the restricted section to get Hogwarts a history for Hermione, which we now have, and we also found the new spell, Scourge, which I'm calling OxyClean from this point onwards. We're getting pretty close to the end of the restricted section, and this is a part where you start having to use Scourge and Diffindo as well to find these switches. And as you may have guessed, once you have all the switches, you're able to move forwards, because they take these individual locks off this door. And so just go into the 4 doors from the central room, and usually there's a treasure chest to find one of the small rooms with like a healing item, so that's good. And then there are a few obstacles to look out for as well. Like when you're getting rid of the ectoplasm, you have to get out of the way because usually a ghost will fly at you out of the ectoplasm once you destroy it. Like that. I really hate the ghosts. So we're having to use Diffindo here to take out the tapestries. Not that it's difficult or anything, but it's just like a little bit of a test, using different skills with different obstacles and stuff. And there's our Hogwarts switch. Finally, it makes sense to have Hogwarts switches that are actually inside Hogwarts. What I wonder though is that given the size of the restricted section, is every single one of these books restricted? If so, then why even like keep them in Hogwarts? And I mean, this place is so dangerous, it looks like it hasn't been used in forever, so there's no real point in keeping those books there.
How on earth do I get out of here?
So those are huge Scourge walls, and this place had a few extra ghosts in it. And a pumpkin pastry, that's always good for healing. I hate them. No! We were just about to push the switch. Yeah, there's no way to defeat those ghosts. I used to think that maybe Lumos had something to do with it, but nothing works on them. I would actually have liked if you could use Lumos on it, because that's kind of bringing back, forcing you to use another old spell. Usually Zelda games like to make you use your old items again. This one has biting books in it. Let's just try and get past them if we can. Nice, cauldron cake. And we didn't get hit. Oh, the Slytherin. Right. At this part, you have to fight this random Slytherin guy in a wizard duel, like with Malfoy from before. Only, if I remember correctly, he's a bit tougher. So let's get out our proper spells to fight. Expelliarmus and Flipendo. Damn, I missed. Wow, okay, I got hit. That's not good. This is dangerous. We're actually losing here. Yep, he's harder than Malfoy, alright. Alright, I'm gonna try fighting him fairly, because apparently the old strategy I was using wasn't working as well. See, it missed right there. Maybe that doesn't work on him. See, both times I've tried to do it, it's just shot right past him. I think we have to try this and do it fairly. Whoa. That's too dangerous, really. And how many reflections of that? Like 6? That didn't work at all. No. Okay, this is not good. We're probably gonna have to try this a few times. What? Harry just hit the wall. No, really? So the wall like hurts Harry over and over? Okay, here we go again. So glad that first Flipendo that hit us didn't register. What? He just made it explode somehow. Whoa, this guy's a lot tougher than I remember. Okay, we finally got him, and somehow we just reflected one of his spells without even casting Expelliarmus. Okay, we've got him, I think. Come on. Yes, I think this is finally gonna do it. Alright, once we get the chance, we'll shoot him. Oh, we didn't need to, apparently. Take a shower. Wait, he's not moving. I think we just killed Crab. But when we defeated Malfoy, he didn't die. I mean, I'm not saying that's a bad thing or a good thing, just, okay, he fell over and it was probably the OxyClean that did it. So maybe some bad stench should wake him up. Or permanently knock him out. Either way, I'm equally happy. We'll never have to see him again, hopefully. Okay, at long last we are nearly out of this place. There's just a little bit more to do, this one room here. And it's a very easy puzzle. And as far as I'm concerned, it's not really necessary. Basically, you have one of those... Oh yeah, and at this point, Harry just starts complaining constantly about, how on earth can I get out of here? Well, the door's right there. So, all we gotta do is find the two switches that are barring it. See, it's basically just like the other room that we were just in. We gotta find the switches for that door. I mean, it feels really pointless, especially since the boss of this place has already been defeated. But there are a few other challenge chambers and stuff later in the game where there'll still be puzzles to solve after the boss is dealt with, but usually only like a couple. Okay, these are Flipendo switches, so I guess that's a little bit different, but whatever. That just leaves one more. So we'll haul the crate over there and jump up to it. Climb up to it, you know. And also, there aren't actually ghosts that fly from behind these ectoplasm barriers, so you don't have to worry about it. Just OxyClean and move through. Usually, though, that's what happens. Not always, but usually ghosts like to come out of those giant scourge walls, so keep that in mind. I'm having a tough time calling it OxyClean. I'm just so used to calling it Scourge. I guess I'll just call it OxyClean when I feel like it. So now that we're through there, is just a short hallway, well, not even, just this side room, and a crawl space. And unfortunately, once you come through that crawl space, you'll appear somewhere that isn't exactly very safe. But you'll recognize it on first sight, probably. It's this part of the library, so just run down that way and then to the left. That's how you get out. We don't want to get caught and lose more house points. But it's perfectly alright to hit them with Flipendo. Okay, I'm watching out for the books. Those biting books are so obnoxious. And I think that the more nights you go through on the game, the more of those books and all kinds of annoying things start to appear. So I'm just gonna go grab some beans, and I'll meet you at Fred and George later. So we can buy some stuff tonight, of course. I'm gonna cut ahead right now. Alright, now that we have all the beans that we need for tonight, we're gonna bring them up to Fred and George's shop. And that puts an end to the restricted section of the game. Usually, if you're playing through this normally, without going for the extra stuff, beating the restricted section is like being halfway done with the game. But for our purposes, we're not quite halfway there yet. We haven't even begun to touch the huge mountain of minigames. I'm not sure when I'm going to tackle that. Okay, so first things first, we're going to go to Fred and George's shop again. No reason to stick around with Percy. See, he usually just follows that same pattern and over and over again, so you can just go to the portrait on the other side too. And he'll usually always see you, but by the time you're talking to the portrait, he can't do anything about it. So, what shall we buy tonight? I've got my eye on that.
How much is this Wiggenweld potion vial?
100 Bertie Bott's every flavour beans.
I'd like to buy that, please.
Smart move, Harry. Now you can carry even more Wiggenweld potion.
It's a really good idea to get that earlier rather than later, because tomorrow we're going to start going to places where we'll take more damage, and it's just nice to have more life. And I'm not going to do this again on another night, but right now I just feel like messing around with Percy for a little while. I'll just show you some highlights of some of the things you can do with the prefect mechanics of the game.
What was that?
One thing you can do is get him to shoot at you, or at least try, and you can basically keep shooting him like that over and over. It's really hard to move out of this normally, though. Or you can hit them from behind, like slightly behind a wall, like you might have seen that other episode. So those are the extra things you can do with prefects.
Harry!
I managed to get Hogwarts of history, but it wasn't easy. Slytherin ambushed me. Crikey!
Crikey!
Have a look at the
He's a
book,
crocodile
Harry.
hunter.
Here you go.
Here it is. I'll read the passage out. Hogwarts was founded over 1,000 years ago by the 4 greatest witches and wizards of the age. Godric Gryffindor, Helga Hufflepuff, Rowena Ravenclaw, and Salazar Slytherin. For a while, the 4 founders worked in harmony together, seeking out youngsters with magical abilities and bringing them to the castle to be educated. But a rift began to grow between Slytherin
Oh
and the
no,
others.
Harry and Ron have been possessed.
Slytherin believed that magical learning should be restricted to all magic families and that no students of non-magical parentage should be admitted. Eventually, a serious argument on the subject caused Slytherin to leave the school. He built a secret chamber in the castle of which the other founders knew nothing. According to the legend, Slytherin sealed this chamber of secrets so that no one would be able to open it until his own true heir arrived at the school. The heir alone would be able to unseal the chamber, unleash the horror within, and use it to purge the school of all who were unworthy to study magic.
Blimey! I always knew Salazar Slytherin was a twisted old loony, but I never knew he'd started all this pure blood mudblood stuff.
It sounds to me like the horror within mentioned in the book is a monster that only the heir of Slytherin can control.
But what kind of monster?
The kind of monster that can petrify a ghost.
All this talk of monsters is giving me the creeps. I'm off to bed.
Usually, being scared by something doesn't cause you to go to bed easier. Apparently, Harry and Hermione actually picked up on that. So that pretty much takes care of everything that we're doing tonight. And I think this is the longest, or maybe second longest, nighttime segment of the game. The other ones are typically pretty short.
Gryffindor.
Yeah, we lost a few because of that prefect, but I guess because we defeated that Slytherin guy, we won a few
Hufflepuff.
points. I'm not really sure how that works.
Ravenclaw.
And the other houses are catching up, and Slytherin...
Slytherin.
Ooh, Slytherin is actually behind us now. I guess that guy was found somehow. Pretty sure that was Crab. But it's pretty hard to tell.
Morning, Ron. It's Transfiguration first thing, isn't it? Yeah, first floor. I'll meet you there.
So we've got another one of Harry's
Being
classes
able to
coming
talk
up
to
today.
snakes must be quite cool. I bet they don't have much to say, do they?
No, not really. That was Neville right there, by the way. You should give us some reward for saving him from the tapestry.
Hello, Harry. People are saying you're the heir of Slytherin. Is it true?
And did you really order that snake to attack your classmates?
None of it's true. And I didn't order the snake to attack my classmates. I told it to leave them alone.
I'll believe you, Harry, though thousands wouldn't.
So now malicious rumors are being spread about Harry. So let's see how this unfolds in the next few episodes. So see you next time when we go to Transfigurations class and we enter another one of the challenge chambers. So, see you then.